Yes, Shamima Begum has said sorry. Well, that's that then. All's forgiven. We all make mistakes, Shamima. Come on home. In fact, I've got a spare room you can stay in. No. The idea that Shamima should ever be reintegrated into British society is absolutely mental. We can all see through the fact that her slick PR and legal team are trying to westernise her. She appeared in a baseball cap, long hair flowing in the breeze, lipstick slapped on and painted nails. Now, I mean, the sad truth for Shamima is that no matter how hard they try, she'll always be the jihadi next door, not the girl next door. She said today, "I know it's very hard for the British people to try and forgive me, because they have lived in fear of ISIS and lost loved ones because of ISIS. But I also have lived in fear of ISIS, and I have also lost loved ones because of ISIS. So I can empathise and sympathise with them in that way. I know it's very hard for them to forgive me, but I say from the bottom of my heart that I am so sorry, get this, if I ever offended anyone by coming here, if I ever offended anyone by the things I said." Offended? Go and ask the families of those killed in the Bataclan terror attack if they're offended by her joining ISIS. What about those killed and maimed when an ISIS fanatic let off a nail bomb in a room full of children in Manchester? Borough Market, Westminster Bridge. I could go on. She continued, "The reason I came to Syria was not for violent reasons. At the time, I did not know that ISIS was a death cult. I thought it was an Islamic community I was joining." Well, if she didn't know ISIS was a death cult, then forget the whole jihadi stuff. She just shouldn't be allowed here because she's obviously an idiot. She's obviously incredibly easily manipulated as well. Surely it wouldn't take much for old Anjem Chowdhury to get into her head, would it? Someone like that will never not be a threat. Yep, we all make mistakes. Not looking when you cross the road, or in my case, once forgetting to pay for an entire rotisserie chicken at Sainsbury's. However, flying to the Middle East to become a member of a murderous jihadi slaughter squad is an absolute whopper, and one that probably has some lifelong consequences. It comes as well after the Daily Telegraph reported that Begum was an enforcer in ISIS's morality police, and she tried to recruit young women to join the group. An anti-ISIS activist told The Independent that there are separate allegations of Begum stitching suicide bombers into explosive vests so that they could not be removed without them detonating. Of course, she denies these claims. Some people say, hey, look, she was just a child when she went over there. She was only 15 years old, isn't she? Well, isn't it funny how a lot of the people wheeling out the line are also usually the ones who want 16-year-olds to have the vote? If you're responsible enough to vote, then you're responsible enough to take responsibility for joining ISIS, for goodness sake. I think she should be left in whatever scorching hot camp she's currently wallowing in. She should be an example to others. We're a soft touch in many respects. We have actually allowed a lot of British ISIS fighters to come back home. But she's a very visible symbol for anyone in Britain now thinking of joining a budget Islamist getaway in the Middle East. You've made your bed, now you have to lie in it. And if you like that part of the world so much, then you can stay there forever.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.